The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with second and just 2 yards to go. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, let's go.
Now it's Taylor. And he hits his man, Matthews. Jordan Matthews all by himself. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Matthews, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. There we go. 4 down.
Williams, the man in motion left. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down.
We're going to 53. Gun. Everyone, Kim. We're going to 54. Why ain't we're going to 54?
Check 3.
Everyone, going to 54. Going to 54. Why ain't
In motion here is Witten.
Check.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's got room. Elliott a first down and more. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Going to 50, we're going to 54, going to 54, we're going to 54, going to 54, we're going to 54, going to 54, we're going to 53.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Switch it. Check the backer.
Here we go. Going to 54, going to 54.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Strong right.
Going to 54, going to 54.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Strong left.
Here we go.
Prescott now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Here we go. Going to 54, going to 54.
Check.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor.
36.
Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Taylor. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Ohio! Ohio! They're not ready for this. Let's go! Brad 38!
To throw again is Taylor. Buying time to his left.
They're coming! They're coming!
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Here we go. Flex round.
On second down, Taylor. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago. Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them win in Dallas's win column in this past season.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second and just 1.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Got it.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Hey, here we go. Going to 50.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go to Elliott again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.